I'm trying to think if my husband would even allow something like that. I've never been in that predicament. I've never been in that situation. Why are you two all, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's inappropriate. And Andile don't give a damn. Right? Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Comfort. Thank you so much for being with me today. I really do appreciate you. Welcome to my new subscribers and my people that have been with me. I appreciate you. We're back again. Oh yes. So guys, we're back again with another recap of Young, Famous, and African. We are in episode 4, y'all, and oh my god, you know when you watch shows and you think you have like a fave and you think, oh I like her, oh she seems like she knows what's up, and then the tides turn. That's what happened this episode. I'm annoyed. I'm so irritated with somebody that I thought I really liked, but now I think they're kind of whack, to be honest. I think I know the source of why they were so just ick this episode. Somebody that I thought was a stand-up guy seems to be professional at show. I just, you know, it feels as though you can't trust anybody, you know, but we're gonna get into it. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the post notification bell so you'll be notified when I post episode 5 and other content on my channel. All right, first out the gate, remember Annie and Two-Face had their romantic moment, their 10-year anniversary. So Annie came to Swanky's hotel to update him on the fact that she is renewing her vows that Two-Face proposed, or Innocent proposed, right? He's like, oh my god, are you serious? And she's like, yes, he proposed. Swanky's basically just he's so happy for her because she's been through so much. He knows how much her relationship and her marriage and her family means to her. So he's really just overjoyed for his friend, right? So after they, you know, have their little catch-up session about the vow renewal, Swanky's throwing this party to celebrate Two-Face and Annie. But before they come, Andile arrives, and Zari has already arrived, Kanye has already arrived, Naked has already arrived, right? Naked and Kaylee have arrived. So Andile comes in. Andile gonna say, I'm smiling. He greets Kanye. He's like, and Zari's smiling at me, and I'm looking around and I don't see any diamonds anywhere. So let's go, right? Huh? Wait a minute, what? He walks up to Zari. Zari gives him a big old hug, way too, giving very, He was like, oh, you like that? She said, yeah. These people, Diamond. Wasn't Diamond just on the golf course telling you that he still loves her? And you were the one saying that I could tell, blah, blah, blah. Weren't you the one there advising Nadia? Weren't you the one there advising Naked on how to handle his own relationship? Weren't you the one there trying to be kind of a moral compass for Diamond? Talking about every time that I cheated, it was my fault. Listen, is it just me, or did y'all think Andile would be like a stand-up guy? But clearly not, because Naked, the one that said that he didn't think Diamond did anything wrong by cheating on Zari when they weren't married, he's the one that's cautioning Andile when he's like, oh, you see Zari's flirting me, Zari's on me, do you see me? Naked is like, I see no evil, I hear no evil, I don't know nothing about that. Basically, what are you doing? That's not right. Diamond just told us that he's still in love with this woman. What are you doing, right? Y'all, Andile don't give a damn, right? So then y'all, Two-Face and Annie come in, you know. Annie's giving, my man is in town, so because my man is here, I'm wearing my short knicker. I'm wearing my short shirt. She looked really cute though. I love all of Annie's looks. She's very on point. Some people it's hit or miss, but you know, we don't have to do that. They come in and everyone greets them, and she's like introducing him to everybody, and he's like, how are you doing? What's up? Da da da, you know, superstar lifestyle. This is my hubby. Everybody meet my husband I've been talking about, blah 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 blah, right? Zari decided that she was going to be, I don't know what it's called, bad belle. Nigerians call it bad belle, like she's not I don't know, a hater. She doesn't want you to be happy. She's just miserable, bitter kind of speech. She gonna say that I don't think Annie's happiness is from within. I don't think Annie's happiness is from within. And you're gonna see throughout out. That's kind of like a comment from Kanye and also a comment from Zari. Kanye says she takes it from what she was crying about and all of that. And, you know, Zari's talking about because of her insecurities and that she asked her if she knew her man, whatever. But I'm like, where did you get the idea that she's not hopelessly in love with this man? Like, the shock that, oh, she wouldn't be happy that he came to town and then re-proposed to her, for them to do another wedding, and for her man, even if they didn't do the other wedding, for him just to be there. Like, the fact that she doesn't think that she's happy she's the most happy she's ever been, that she's obsessed and in love with that man. Like, whether healthy or not healthy, that's what she likes. So this idea that she's pretending to be happy, I really don't. I think it's just projecting. I think it's just bitter Betty, miserable, bad belle talk. So ew. But anyway, so, you know, then Annie and Two Face, you know, they announced that yes, he proposed, we're engaged. Two Face is like, oh, now I can stand up, whatever, right? So then Kanye is also judging her, right? Like, I don't recognize this woman. I'm so shocked. I know that she's happy, but I just want to make sure, like, because of everything that she said, like, I want to make sure that she's, you know, she's good, she's okay, right? Now, I feel like Kanye wasn't really hating, right? I feel like she might have just been, just concerned. Let's just call it concern. I genuinely think that they overcame whatever little petty stuff that they had, and that she's just kind of confused that, you know, you're still boohoo crying over the things he did to you, but now you're overjoyed. But it's like, that's how, you know, sometimes relationships go that way, okay? She said she wants to talk to her privately eventually, right? Or that she needs to talk to Two Face maybe or something. So then Annie kind of gives a speech, which, okay, this speech was not, I felt like it was kind of embarrassing. I feel like she gave this speech, she wanted to let everyone know, like, I know what this looks like. It's not like I'm a fool. It's not like we haven't addressed our issues. It's not like I don't know what's been in the public. It's not like I don't know what I told you people, right? So she's like, you know, is this man, you know, for years he's been very careless with me, and, you know, he said a lot of things the other night that I didn't even know that he noticed about me, right? Which, I mean, I guess because it's a show, or I guess because it's their engagement, or I guess because they're public people and their business is already out there. That's why she felt like she needed to address that in their happy moment. But I'm like, girl, why are you bringing up that stuff in your happy moment? Like, and Two Face looked uncomfortable, right? And I think it was Naked that asked him, oh, carelessness, and Two Face was like, she's mistaking carelessness for trust, you know, like trust, you know, but I trust her though, like, I trust her, which I don't really get, because I don't know if he was trying to say that he trusts her or that she didn't trust him. I really just don't understand where the trust comes in. I'm hoping he's saying that he wasn't trustworthy and that's why he treated her that way. I don't, where does Annie need to up her trust of you? You broke that trust several times. So I'm gonna hope that maybe he didn't say it the correct way. So after that, y'all, so they sit down and Two Face is like, you know, I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna have to love you guys and leave you guys. I have to get on a flight, you know, it's very busy, man. So they're like, oh, so quick. Y'all, listen, everybody's different. Everyone's different. Everybody's marriage is different. Everyone's boundaries are different. As for me, Comfort, Jacob, let me tell you what happened, and then I'm gonna tell you how that would not be going down. I can't even see it. So Annie is sitting down with her husband. Andile is like, oh, I want to talk to him. I want to talk to you before you go, right? So Two Face is like, cool. Zari is like, no, I wanted to talk to him before he go, like, just like that, right? I don't know if she's trying to be funny or what. I wanted to talk to him before he go. Andile is like, okay, go ahead, right? So she gets up. Annie's kind of like, okay, and she's like, oh, babe, walk in front of her, don't walk behind her, ha 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 ha, you know, whatever. Whether that's her real humor or whether she's just trying to make light of some of her insecurities, basically past issues with him, or that could just be banter, right? So they do that or whatever, and Zari, listen, is it just me? There's no woman on God's green earth, except for maybe like their parent, I guess. Even then, it's like weird. I'm his wife. Pulling my husband to the side. We're not even friends like that. We're not even cool like that. Let's say if it's my family member, I'm going to assume, okay, maybe you're pulling him to the side. Are you planning something for me? What are you pulling my husband to the side to discuss in private? Listen, let me tell you something about Comfort, Jacob. I would have been like, what are y'all about to discuss? I would have said it like, I might have said it with a smile on my face. What y'all about to discuss? Okay, we can discuss it here, right? I don't know if I would have walked over there uninvited. I'm trying to think if my husband would even allow something like that. I've never been in that predicament. I've never been in that situation. So I don't know how I really well, I have been in a situation where a woman just kind of did a little too much. Right? I did check it in the moment and he checked it in the moment, right? Like, you know, sometimes guys don't really notice or clock these kinds of things, or they don't want to be like, they don't want to like embarrass the woman. But I just did not like that. That didn't sit well with me already, right? So she pulls him to the side, y'all. I'm sorry, I went off on a little tangent. Pulls him to the side and she's like, oh, you know, I wanted to talk to you because your wife was asking me the other night, you know, how do you know my husband? How do you know my husband? And Two-Face is uncomfortable. He is like, what is going on? Where is this coming from? I think he meant, why is Zari pulling me off to the side to discuss my wife? Like, who are you? The audacity of you. Like that, I'm even just clocking it. You pulled someone's husband to the side to discuss his wife. This is not like, oh, they went to discuss some business matter. Maybe they didn't want anyone to, you know, be bored by. Maybe, I don't even know what else you guys would be discussing. You pulled my husband to the side to discuss me? Are you? Listen. If I didn't know any better, this is harlot. This is lack of decorum, tactless, shameless, mannerless. How dare you? So she's talking to, even the conversation was inappropriate. She was like, you know, your wife was asking me, how do I know him? And I was trying to tell him, I don't know your husband like that, girl. He didn't say it there, but because he was like, I don't know where this is coming from. He was just kind of laughing it off. You could tell he was uncomfortable, right? He was not comfortable with the conversation at all. So he was like, do you want to mess with her head? I didn't like that either. I'm not sure what he meant. When he said you want to mess with her head or with her head, I don't know if he was trying to say, why do you want to with her head? Or if he was trying to say, let's with her head. Y'all leave it in the comments below. What do you think he meant? Because if he meant let's with her head, what? Ew, yuck, Annie. I mean, you should have been ran, but really run. And if he meant, why do you want to with her head? Then okay, I can understand that. That makes sense, right? So then after Two-Face says, why do you want to with her head? Zari gonna say, no, I don't want to mess with her. If I would have wanted to mess with her, I would have said, yes, girl, I fucked your husband. That's inappropriate. That's inappropriate. That's not, what are you talking about? Listen, y'all, I'm out of my skin. I would have jumped out of my body. What? Oh my God, this is how people go and die. You open your mouth to tell, I would have just said I fucked your husband. Don't even let those words come out of your mouth. I could never fathom. Whose husband? Girl, what? So Zari's like, let me call her over here. Annie, like somebody's mother. Oh, God. So she calls Annie over, right? And he's like, what's up? What's happening, right? Looking fire, looking like a quad crossfire, right? So Zari's like, I just want to confirm and clear up, me and your man have never banged or anything. Inappropriate conversation. What is this? Why does he have to be here for this nonsense, right? Annie is in shock and horror. She doesn't really too much show it in person, but in her confessional, she's in shock and horror, as I was horrified, right? She's like, no, you know, I was asking because he texted me back and made it a point to say, oh, greet Zari, the boss lady. So I'm like, oh, how do you guys know each other again? She's like, oh, babe, I think I even asked you, whatever, right? Not taking it like it's a big thing. Annie's not trying to make it a big thing. Zari's the one that keeps trying to blow it up. And according to Zari's like, it's the way that you were asking me. No, don't lie. Don't pretend in front of your husband. Don't pretend in front of your husband, girl. It's your insecurities. It's your insecurities. You said, how do you know my husband, right? And he's like, what? She's like, trust me, girl, you're not even his spec. Like, you're not his type. He likes dark-skinned girls that are slim. So don't worry, you're not his type. Zari's like, you know, girl, they cheat with the ones that's not their type. Girl, they cheat with the... All the... Like, guys, I don't like this type of joke. I don't like this type of play. I don't like this type of comedy. I don't like it. It's inappropriate. Whose husband are you talking to about it? Oh, this is how they used to cheat on who? This is how you used to... If somebody starts slapping people now, they'll say that you're crazy and that you're mad and that you've gone mad. I would just start slapping people. Like, who are you talking to? I've never been in this predicament. I don't know what I would do. Because as I am right now, when I was watching it, I wanted to drop kick Zari in the face. Who do you think you are? Annie was like, I'm shocked. I'm in horror, right? Like, she's horrified. I don't know if it's bitterness, if it's misery, if it's a shallow behavior, if it's confusion. I really don't know. But Zari just did a complete 180 in this episode. Naked pulls Kanye to the side so he can kind of smooth things over and kind of clear the air between them, because, you know, they had, you know, their little argument and they hadn't talked since then for real, right? According to them. So he just wanted to clear up the tension. Y'all, they're so funny. Naked gonna try to, he apologizing. If I said anything to offend you, if I said anything to offend your guy, you know, I'm sorry. I can understand. And then he gonna say, I understand you're stigmatized. Huh? He said, he said the nerd Steve Urkel that he's giving. What? Steve Urkel that he's giving you is what's causing you to behave that way. That's what's causing you to be blinded. Maybe that's why you didn't want to say anything. Just insulted her all over again. Even Kanye is like, what? Like, I don't, what manner of apology is this? She's like, you're still saying that I'm stigmatized. What do you even say? He's like, no, what do you mean? You're still projecting. It's still projection, right? So she still feels like he just doesn't want to admit his own issue, so he's still trying to jump on her. But all in all, they end up making up, basically, right? So they're good. So then we're back to Andile and Zari. So these people are flirting. They're sitting next to each other. They're holding hands. They're caressing hands. Andile's asking her, so what's going on with you and Diamond? Zari's like, there's nothing going on. We're just co-parents. And he's like, are you sure? You know, at the party, whatever. She's like, I'm very sure. I wouldn't lie to you about that, right? Inappropriate, no bro code, essentially, right? Everybody peeps this, especially Kanye and Naked. Kanye's literally over there eating, looking at them like, oh, this is going on. What's this? Right? I really like Kanye. Kanye's great. She's just perfect for the show. So they're looking, right? Naked is like, is everybody seeing what I'm seeing? Like, is nobody noticing what I'm noticing? This is wrong. Like, this is really, really bad, right? So these two people, they notice everybody looking at them. Even Swanky is like, why are you two all exactly? So they get up and they go off to a shower corner to finish talking, right? So Naked says they're horny or irresponsible, and they're off in their corner. Andile is trying to look into her soul and trying to get her to, like, you know, do you want this? Are you interested? Do you want to, you know, go to the pits of hell with me? And Zari's not really, like, calling off his advances. She said that, you know, I have someone. And he said, okay, you have someone, but what? Like, so this I have someone, but I'm still gonna be displaying. Can somebody explain it to me? Is it an epidemic? I guess it's an epidemic because Zari's giving Nadia at this point. So the whole thing is strange because she said she has somebody. She said Diamond knows about the somebody. But meanwhile, you're there, you're still flirting and caressing and holding hands and close space talking with Andile. Make it make sense. So Andile comes back and he's sitting with Kanye and Naked, right? Naked is like, what are you doing? You guys are too close. Why are you guys caressing, holding hands? Andile plays stupid. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I hold your hand, Kanye. Kanye is like, no, you don't. Don't lie. Like, just like that. Don't lie. Let's not lie. Come on now. And she was like, it's a bit much. It was a bit much. Like, you're doing a lot. Like, did you completely forget Diamond? Like, I did, like, what happened? Some people can really present themselves a different way, because I thought he was the gentleman. He was the stand-up guy. He was the one judging Kanye's parenting. He was the one don't make me say something. So then we're back to Kaylee and Swanky. So Kaylee's just kind of telling Swanky about, you know, a romantic night that she had planned with Naked, and that, you know, he's always says that she doesn't wear lingerie and she's not sexy around the house. So she got some lingerie. She did something sexy, and then when they got in bed, she said she counted 10 seconds and this man was snoring. Not sleeping, snoring. So that means he was in deep sleep. He entered that sleep at like 2 seconds. So she was just like, what? Like, I'm not even going to do this anymore. Wearing sexy stuff because you don't even appreciate it. Like, it's so ridiculous. Like, needs some excitement, basically. Like, he's not giving her the romance that she needs. The same complaint that she's been having, right? So Swanky goes and pulls Naked to the side, and so they're talking. So Swanky is like, you know, you're the problem. You're the one that's not giving her what she needs. Y'all, Naked gonna drop a bomb that clearly he hasn't told Kaylee. Naked said that it's because he's feeling suffocated by her. He said that the reason he was romantic in the beginning and he was so excited in the beginning is because he didn't see her all the time. He says he's a father and that he also needs time to himself. herself and that she's there all the time. Damn, that's sad. When if your man has to say that about you, say she's there all the time, that she needs to go home like 3 days and then maybe come back, and then maybe he'll miss her. And even when she's back, she should stop nagging. Maybe he would want to get in the mood that as soon as she opens her mouth, his erection goes down. Swanky's like, if you guys live together, like, so you want her to move out? He said, I didn't ask her to move in. He said she hasn't moved in. She's just always there. She loves you. Oh my God. It's terrible. So basically he wants her to like just be going home for some days and come back. And let's keep it fresh and young that way, right? So y'all, so we leave the party, and the next scene is Kanye invites Annie out for lunch, right? To kind of catch up on exactly what the Too Faced renewal is all about. Like, she wants to get some clarity. They sit down. Sidebar, Kanye, whoever did your makeup and your hair when you invited Annie out to lunch, that's who you need to keep. That's the person. She looked beautiful. You looked radiant. I don't want to talk about the other looks because I like you, but just clock it, okay? If you see this, clock it. That's the person. That's your person. If you did it yourself, better for you. You saved the money because you looked perfect, right? So they were sitting down, right? So she's talking and she asked Annie, you know, so this proposal, like, you're really happy? And Annie's like, I'm so happy. Kanye's like, I don't even recognize who I'm looking at. This is not the same woman that was boohoo crying about all the things they went through. I still don't understand why they thought that because she is still hurt by the things that they went through, that she would not be overjoyed for this man to want to renew vows and to profess his love for her and to do. She's in love, obsessively in love with him. When he called her, she's giddy like a little, like she loves him. So I don't know where like Kanye even got the picture that she wouldn't be happy with something like that, right? So basically Kanye's trying to get like, are you happy? Are you like settled in your spirit with everything that you guys have been through? And Annie says, you know what? I feel like he really understood, and that the things that he said, he's never said before. I didn't even notice that he noticed the little things that I do, you know, to keep our life going, and that she really appreciated it. Like, it was really a beautiful moment that she really appreciated that he did that. He took the time out to do that, right? And Kanye was like, I just feel like you put yourself to the side a lot, like her career, her own needs for others. And Annie said, no, I understand that I have done that, but that is changing. That's why I'm here for myself, and anything that I want to do, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to be committed to it, right? The way she's committed to her marriage, she's going to be committed to her career and putting herself first, and probably, you know, the show and her, you know, film career and all the things that she wanted to do, right? So I actually thought it was a really productive conversation. I didn't feel like hate coming from Kanye. I didn't feel bitterness. I didn't feel like, you know, like that bitchy mean girl behavior. I really didn't. I felt like she was genuinely kind of like wanting to know, like, what's the real status of everything? Are you just trying to sweep things under the rug, basically, right? So then y'all would go to Andile, who is having an all-white party, right? And everyone is invited. Even his 2 baby mamas are invited, right? So they arrive first and they look like sisters, which is really weird. You know, they come in, everyone's dressed in all white. Everyone comes in. Kanye comes in. Quentin and Kaylee come in. I don't think Swanky was there though. So Andile is like, the mothers of my children are here. So those 2 are there. Then he also invites Zari. And Kanye's like, what's happening? Kanye's in the corner with Annie, Kaylee, and Zari. And Kanye's basically filling Annie in on the fact that those are his 2 baby mamas. And also Zari is here. This is like a very messy setup. So she's trying to say this one is the first baby mama, the one with the gray wig, but the other one has just a 6-month-old for him. So she was just pregnant a few months ago. Clearly this is still a messy situation, right? So when Naked gets there, he's like, I didn't realize this was, you know, a surprise wedding. And he was like, because he said only Andile would invite all of his women to his party. Not only Andile, Diamond. Is he trying to compete with Diamond? Or maybe that's why he could relate to Diamond. He was the only one that didn't really say much to Diamond. The only thing he had to say was that he didn't treat Nadia well. Nadia, by the way, is clearly in Mexico with her man, Vic. So then after Kanye finishes filling Annie in, one of the baby mamas comes over and greets her, and Annie greets, you know, normal, polite, whatever, right? Zari comes in and Andile greets her and says, oh my God, you look beautiful, and, you know, it's caressing her and all of the stuff. The outfit and makeup were confusing me, but you can't win them all. It wasn't Zari's best day. It wasn't her best day. I didn't understand it. Anything that was happening, head to toe, the hair, the makeup, the outfit, it wasn't her best, you know? But anyway, Andile left it. So he was like, I want to go somewhere cozy so we can talk. And Zari's like, cozy. So Naked is like, this is like, stop, come now. Like, this is, you know, Diamond's girl. Like, stop, you know? And Andile's not listening. So Naked is really like, this is not a good situation. This is a very bad situation. So they go off to the side, and Andile is basically like, you know, how do you feel about this? I really want to like see where this may go, like see if there's something here. And Zari's like, you know, we're friends. So she's like, I don't really want to take things in a different direction, but she's still there hugging him and allowing him to caress her. So we'll see, right? So then they get back, and Zari and Kanye go off, and they're sitting and they're talking and they're gossiping about Annie. Mostly Zari is really doing the main gossiping, and she's basically saying, you know, I was so shocked by the, you know, renewal. She's clearly not happy. She's obviously, you know, pretending and all the things that she's been through, and she's very having a lot of big insecurities, and she's just faking it for everybody, right? And Kanye is like, that she can kind of understand what she's saying, that yeah, it was very shocking to me. But Zari is the one with venom. It's venom, it's hate behind it. Kanye, I felt like it was more matter of fact, like, yeah, I kind of noticed that too. Zari is like, no, bitter, misery behavior, right? So then they start talking about, you know, Kanye is like, no, you know, Annie is just that African woman that is like that, how our mothers, where you stay in that marriage no matter what, no matter if you are being dragged through the mud, through the fire, you stay in that marriage no matter what. And Zari's like, is it how we were raised? You know, is it, you know, basically the African woman way, right? So then Zari says that basically she wants to have a conversation with Annie to basically come and rain on her parade, to basically be a bitter, miserable Betty and try to like ruin her happiness. Essentially, that's the message I received. So then y'all, Kaylee and Annie are talking. So Kaylee is like, yeah, Annie, didn't you feel a way, or didn't you feel a little uncomfortable with the way Zari pulled your husband to the side to talk to him? And Annie was like, not at all. You better than me, girl. So Annie said she didn't care about that. That didn't bother her at all. She said what bothered her is that when she called her over and then started to disrespect her by saying she's insecure and challenging what she was saying in front of her husband, she said that's what she had a problem with. And, you know, she was explaining things to Kaylee. Kaylee was like, what? She said that. She said she's a pretty woman, but, you know, regardless, but she said that she's not his type. Like, he likes dark skin and slim girls. I don't know about slim because one of his baby mamas is, you know, boom, boom, pow. Pero ass body. But I've all of the girls, women that he's been with have been dark skinned. So I can vouch for the dark skin thing. We haven't seen Two-Face with any light skinned women, but we don't know. You know, she's basically like, I'm gonna talk to her and I'm gonna address her because that was not, I'm not happy with that at all, right? So yo, let me explain why I think Zari is going so hard at Annie. I think Zari was really uncomfortable and really embarrassed by the way Annie asked her how she knew Two-Face in front of Diamond. I think she was really like kind of embarrassed by that, right? And you know, sometimes Annie doesn't have decorum. She doesn't really have like tact. She's like, I'm just gonna say it. Let me just say my thing. I'm not gonna hold back. Like, she's very honest, very blunt, right? And Zari's the same way, which is why she said the thing about her dress, right? Why I guess she thought she had the gall, the audacity to say what she said in front of her husband, pull her husband to the side and all of that. So I feel like these are two women that don't really have too much tact, that are colliding, that are bumping heads, right? So I think that is really the issue that they're having, y'all. So they go out to the lunch, right? Annie looks beautiful. Zari looks great too. Zari looks really beautiful. It looks like the Zari that I like to see. I like to see her in that. Like, I don't know what was happening before, but they both look beautiful. So they sit down. And Annie is like, so basically I called you here. Let's get right to it, right? So I called you here because the way that you spoke to me in front of my husband, the way that you tried to say that I'm insecure was not okay. It was not appropriate. Basically, you overstepped a boundary with me, especially in the presence of my husband. You could have pulled me to the side to have that conversation with me. You don't need to have that conversation in front of him to try to make yourself look any particular type of way, right? Zari is over there like, can I talk? Are you finished? I mean, Annie didn't even barely finish getting two sentences out. Are you finished? She said, no, I'm not finished. You can speak when I'm done, right? So she said, you can speak. You can say whatever it is you want to say, because to me, there's nothing that you can say to justify what it is that you did. So Zari said, listen, the reason that I even came at you like that is because when we were at the Arabian Night with Diamond, you were the one that kept pressing me. You were the one that had insecurities. You were the one that felt like I was with your man. And she was like, what are you talking about? Basically, Zari was trying to say she didn't do anything wrong, and that she did it because of the way Annie kept trying to find out how she knew her man. She was like, you were the one like embarrassing me. You were the one that were saying it a particular type of way to make her look a particular type of way in front of Diamond, I'm guessing, because that's what she had mentioned in the first episode, right? Or the second episode. So Annie's like, what are you talking about? This is my home. This isn't my baby daddy. This isn't my boyfriend. This is my husband. Like, you're trespassing. You have no right to ask me that kind of thing or to say I'm insecure, insinuate that I'm insecure in front of my husband, especially her husband that has a problem with keeping things in his pants. So basically Annie's just not having it. It's disrespectful. She was like, it was disrespectful. You could have pulled me to the side, woman to woman. We could have had that conversation. You don't need to say that in front of my husband. You made him uncomfortable. She didn't say that, but I would have been like, you made him uncomfortable as hell. And she was like, oh girl, please. Oh girl, please. Like, Zari is not getting it at all. So Annie sent up, she was like, you're trespassing. That's my man. Annie says that's why you can't keep a man. Ooh. That's why you can't keep a man, because of stuff like this. You don't have any shame, basically, right? And honestly, I mean, true, maybe. But also, if she were to keep a man, would she really want to keep a man like Two-Face? So it's like, yeah, I guess. So Annie's like, you don't have any fucking right, bye, bitch, right? So I was like, please, I don't give a fuck about you or your marriage. Please, I'm a billionaire. I don't need any man to settle me or something like that. And that's how the episode ends, y'all. Ooh, it was drama. But I really feel like Zari was wrong. The worst that Annie did, okay, she asked you how you knew her husband. I didn't know my husband. How you know my husband? Maybe she didn't like how it felt in the moment, because it's kind of embarrassing for you to keep pressing me about something. Because the way that Zari was saying it was like she was really pressing her about it. So I can understand that. But Zari went overboard. It was too much. It's too much. It's inappropriate with pulling the husband to the side. All the gossip that you keep gossiping. All the lack of tact and decorum. The fact that you're even doing that shower stuff with Diamond, so you don't even have any right to say anything. Did you know you were going to be doing that shower stuff with Diamond? That's why you felt uncomfortable about her saying that. Like, or maybe that's what people imply about you a lot because of the way that you look. They assume that that's how you know these men. I don't know. I really don't know why that triggered Zari so much for her to go as hard and as far as she did. I felt like it was way too much. It was too much. It couldn't have been me. It couldn't have been me. I mean, I couldn't be Annie in a lot of ways, but it couldn't have been me. But let me know what you guys think. Comment below, like and subscribe, and also hit the post notification bell so you'll be notified when I post another video. And I do want to highlight one of my followers and one of my commenters. I want to do this every week when you guys give me good vibes. All right, so this comment is from the last video, which was Zari is chewing gum and Annie's 10-year renewal, and is from Hannah29. This is in reference to the Annie and Two-Face renewal. So Hannah29 says, it was giving struggle love. I was not for the renewal. Damn. Well, I get it. I did comment back that I understand, you know, how somebody can think that, because their relationship is very much struggle love. But if she wants to be there, I mean, you might as well do a renewal and try to see if you can get it right, is what I basically commented. But shout out to you, Hannah29. Thank you so much for the comment. Thank you for watching the video. Hopefully you're subscribed, and you guys hit the post notification bell once again so you'll be notified when I drop episode 5. Y'all, whoo, they had me hypertension. And I wore red today because it was given scarlet letter. It was given shame. Boo, shame. Andile, shame. Zari, shame. Boo. What's wrong with you people? I'll see y'all next time.